Welcome to the Genius Talk podcast. I'm your host Atul Raj from the bestemailmarketer.com, and today we have Zach Del Monaco with us. Zach, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me on.
Awesome, brother. So, for our listeners who don't know you, can you tell them who you are and what do you do?
Yeah, name's Zach Del Monaco, young entrepreneur, adult, currently 23 years old. Don't usually share that age, but I will with you guys. Do a couple different things. First off, my family owns a commercial construction company. So I have a couple different areas that I help out in that realm of construction. And then aside from that, inspirational speaker. So I go around on podcasts and on other people's stages. And I talk about my hit record speech of impossible to possible from my spinal surgery when I was younger. And then on the side from that as well, I coach people. So basically help entrepreneurs, athletes, musicians, people like that get clear on their goals, get clear mentally, physically. And then I also got certified in hypnosis. So use hypnosis to help them achieve their outcomes.
I'm curious, how does that hypnosis work?
It's crazy. It's can't say enough amazing things about it. I think a lot of people get it wrong of what it actually is. The way that I've learned it, all it is moving from one reality into another reality. So, for example, we all run on programs every single day. We get up, we go take a shower, right? In the shower, we might think about what we're going to be doing in the day. In that exact moment, when you're in the shower and you're thinking about the day, you're in a different reality. So technically, you're in hypnosis. It's just transferring realities. And the reason why I love it is because when you actually learn what is happening, the actual science behind it, it just shows you basically how everyone's running on a program, how you think personally and how other people think. Then you could start to read people, and it allows you to tap into the deepest parts of your mind. So between the conscious mind, your filter, and then the subconscious mind, it allows you almost like meditation or visualization when people do that. Hypnosis allows you to instantly, as fast as possible, in a second, tap into your subconscious mind, rewire your brain of what you actually want, and it will allow you to literally achieve those outcomes. And what I mean by that is, why I love this is, say you're a little overweight, right? And you want to lose weight, but you love the candy, you love the desserts, you love just overeating, right? And consciously you want to lose weight, but you can't. When you go into hypnosis and you're able to tap into your subconscious mind and rewire the programs, what's actually pulling you, the values that you have, without you even trying, you're literally going to start shedding weight because it's the new you. You take on a new identity. So that's why I love hypnosis. You could call it visualization. You could call it meditation. It's really, to me, all the same things. It's just tapping into a deeper state. And when I'm able to use this powerful skill that, by the way, the government uses, everyone uses, the news uses, you're on social media, it uses, you're just not aware of it. When you're able to utilize that to help yourself and to help others in a positive way, the world opens up to you, and there's no better feeling than helping someone achieve a breakthrough in their life in any area using the skills that you know instantaneously. You just see the look on their face, how they changed in business, in personal life, in dating, in relationships, and it puts a smile on my face.
That's great. Okay, so can you share your personal story of overcoming adversity during your spinal surgery and how it shaped your outlook on life and resilience?
Yeah, absolutely. So when I was in middle school and high school, I was extremely short, shortest person in my grade, right? And out of nowhere, one year, I just shot up numerous inches. I almost hit 6 feet tall, which was amazing. Every guy, in my opinion, wants to be 6 feet tall, just to be able to say it. Like, we want the height. One of the things that happened along the way is that my back could not compensate for the explosive growth. So because of that, without me knowing it, I developed a 48% spinal curvature. So I used to play soccer and surfing a lot, and it was my spine, because of that, was crushing one of my lungs. So it made it hard for me to play soccer. So fast forward a couple months, I go to the doctor's HSS, and we're doing x-rays, and I'm starting to see it develop, right? It's starting to get longer and deeper. Then I go in for the last meeting, and I know what they're going to say. We go in, I sit down with my parents, and the doctor comes and he goes, okay, we have two options. Number one, you could wear a brace, probably for a good portion of your life. Number two is surgery. Instantaneously, I go, we're doing surgery. I don't want to wear a brace. I don't want to have to wear a brace. Let's just get it done. So we go into planning, and this is where it goes from thinking to actual reality. Now I'm having to plan out, am I going to be doing the surgery, right, in the winter in New York when it's cold, when it's icy, when I might be able to slip after my surgery? Or do I do it in the summer when I have more time, but that takes away from my surfing, that takes away from the parties that I was having, right? So now I go, okay, we're going to do it in the summer. So now this is the part with resilience, discipline. Here we go. You ready?
Yep.
Now I'm getting ready. Now I'm like in training camp, right? I'm like, okay, I'm going to set up these playlists, this motivation, this inspiration. I'm like, I'm going to beat this. It takes 3 to 6 months. I'm going to beat it in 1 month. I go in for the spinal surgery. I wake up after an 8-hour spinal surgery, 12 screws down my back, 2 rods, almost perfectly straight spine, 6 feet now. God, I achieved it. I'm amazing. Then the nurse comes in the room and she goes, hey, Zach, can you get up? Because I need you to relearn how to walk. We got to start therapy. And I'm thinking to myself, what do you mean relearn how to walk? So I
Yes,
go to get
exactly.
up and I realize that I have no muscle in my back at all. 0 muscle. 3 months of going to the gym almost every single day to no muscle in my back. So now I get from what's possible as a young kid playing sports, right? To now impossible. Now the creeping thoughts. How do I get back to what I used to be? Could I get better than that, right? What's
Yeah.
the next thing? So from that day forward, I had to start over like at my beginnings. I had to relearn how to walk, how to stand, how to run. And now we go into post-training camp. So now each day moving forward, this is what I'm doing specifically when I'm in my rock bottom time, and other people can use this for themselves in whatever area of their life. I got isolated. I put myself in a camp. I got back to my house. I started watching those motivational videos. People like Grant Cardone, Tony Robbins, Creed, Stallone, like all these guys, whoever, Messi, Ronaldo, whoever fired me up. I got locked in. Then I shut everything away, all the social media, everything away, and I focused, okay, what's the next step? Walk, stretch, run, try and do a push-up. And it hurt. And it freaking hurt. But each day, I just focused, getting locked in. One step progress, one step progress, one step progress. And it hurts in the moment, but what I learned throughout the whole entire process is it's always possible as long as you focus on that one extra step. You have consistency over long term. You have persistence. You have a group of people around you that push you, because there's going to be a time when you don't want to keep on going, when I didn't want to keep on going, but the people around you will push you. The people around you will show you the way. That's the biggest reason why I was able to get through this. And I take that story and that lesson that I learned in my life into everything else that I'm doing, especially in business, when we have the ups and when we have the downs. And that's how I want to share this one more thing with you too.
Yeah.
I have this little thing. It's called the 3 Ds. It's called desire, it's called discipline, and it's called determination. You have the desire, which is the emotional trigger point to say, I'm doing this. This is where I'm going. All actions moving forward, you see through that lens. Number 2 is the discipline to wake up each day when it's hard and do it without other people having to tell you specifically what to do. And then the 3rd is determination. When you get a no in business, when you get a closed door in your face, when something doesn't happen, when you don't reach that max bench press, when something happens, you keep on moving forward. And when you combine these 3 Ds and you stay consistent with them, I truly believe, because I'm a living proof of it, anything in your life is possible.
Yeah, exactly. I totally agree with it. Agree with you on that.
100%. 100%.
Okay, so in your experience, how has faith or belief system contributed to your resilience?
My belief system?
Yep, and faith.
Yeah. Great question. And faith. Before the spinal surgery and before everything that's been going on the past year, I had a very, very hard time because I was putting all my confidence and all my control in myself. And through my personal journey, I learned, number 1, like I talked about before, that mentality, what you think on a daily basis, your thoughts lead to your actions, and your actions lead to the results that you will have. So if you're able to continuously have an ever-flowing personal development experience, working on your mindset, how do I talk? What do I say? What did I just do that minute? What did I do this minute? What am I thinking? If you narrowed in on your mindset each and every single day, you will improve. And next thing you know, every month you'll look back and say to yourself, wow, I'm a different person. I'm a better person. People will come up to you and they'll be like, yo, you look different. You act different. Like, I like this new version of you, which is amazing. But here's the thing. We get led into uncertain times a lot in our lives. Many different examples of this. Maybe the economy's good. Maybe the economy's bad. You lost your job. Maybe you're starting a new job. Maybe you're starting a new company. Whatever it is, there's uncertain times. Will that person say yes when I ask them to marry me? I don't know. Uncertain times. But for me, what holds me confident in that is my faith in Christ. Couple months ago, not even a couple months, probably like a year ago, I gave my life to the Lord, and the faith that I have constantly reading the Bible every single day, it brings me through the most uncertain times because he's my rock, he's my guide. So when I'm going through these uncertain times, right? And I don't know if I should really do it, I have the confidence because I did the work in myself with my mindset. I have the results. I have the group, the community that are with me, but even more, the backbone that I have, even through getting through that surgery, is my faith, knowing that it will work out, knowing that there is a plan for me. There is a plan for you as well.
Okay, so what advice would you give to listeners who are struggling to find faith during tough times?
Yeah, it's not easy at all, especially during the tough times. Trust me, I know I've been through
Yeah.
it. The recommendation that I would give to you guys is start your own journey with that. Start your own journey with faith. You could take inspiration, take advice from other people, but I highly suggest for you guys, whether you're religious, spiritual, maybe you're not, explore it. Start reading verses in the Bible. Start getting around people that are spiritual, are faithful, because what I've been learning is every person that I've met that I look up to that is extremely successful in all areas of their life, they have one thing in common, which is their faith. So open up a Bible, go for a walk, start experimenting with prayer. It's a long journey. It's a constant, ever-flowing journey, and there's so much things that I'm still learning that you can still be learning. But I'll tell you one thing. Everyone asks me what my favorite book is that I've read. I've read a lot.
Bible.
I constantly say it's the Bible for me because every question that I have in my life when I'm uncertain, I go in the Bible and the answer's there. When I'm uncertain, when I'm going through that hard time, I know that I can't take that cross upon myself. Only the Lord can. And when I open that Bible, right, and when I pray, I get this feeling of peace, of warmth. And I'm not saying it's going to be an easy journey, an easy route for everyone. It wasn't for me, but to me, that's the beauty in it. That's the beauty. You get to feel the emotions, get to feel the highs of the highs, the lows of the lows. And in everything, I believe there's always a story. There's always a lesson that's trying to be taught to you. It's just, are you open enough to hear it? And when you have that faith, I believe you live in a much better place every single day, and you're able to learn those lessons and to move forward in peace and have that drive and continue to move forward.
I think when people have faith, they do the right thing too.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. Cuz for me, when I have faith, when you have faith, you know deep down it's coming back. So if you go to invest that money, if you go to do XYZ, in the end it's coming back. It's a outflow and an inflow. And if you live, not only listen and learn, but if you live in faith, if you live the way the word tells you to live, not only will you feel amazing, but things will start to come to you actually because you're providing, you're giving out. And from my experience reading the Bible and from my religious mentors, why would a father give you his daughter if he knows that you're not the correct man for her? Why would he give you money? Why would he give you opportunities if he knows, number one, you're going to waste it, or if not, spend it, or number two, you're not going to take advantage of those opportunities? He wouldn't. I wouldn't. So when you begin to have faith and say, you know what, if this opportunity is here for me, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to develop into that man, into that person that I need to be in order to have that, to attain it, and to continue to move forward with it without losing it. I have faith that it will happen in these uncertain times. Life will open up to you, and it's beautiful when it does.
Okay, brother, can you share a story of others you have coached or consulted who have transformed adversity into opportunity?
Yeah. You want to know stories of other people who I've coached with who have been through that adversity?
Yep.
Yeah. So I could think of, which is pretty funny. I could think of one person. I'm not going to say his name. He was going through a very tough time. He had a massive explosion in his business, which was amazing,
Yep.
but he wasn't focused on the right things. He didn't have faith in his life. So he got all this money. He started to get all this success that you could call it, I guess. But he was focused on the wrong things, spending money here, spending money there. He didn't have faith in his life. And what I noticed was that quickly it was stripped away from him. These uncertain times led to him making the wrong decision multiple times over. And because of that, fell into a pit, fell into a dark time. So over the course of many months, what I worked with him on is, number one, me and a couple other people that are in my network, is faith. Is faith and family. What's the Bible telling us? Okay, what's the next action step? How do we get closer to our family? Because if we're not correct, if you're not straight within yourself, within your faith, within your family, then everything else outside will fall down. If you don't have health within yourself, which I helped out with, then you can't show up for other people. You won't have that energy to expel, to show, to provide for them. If your family's not good, then you're in business over here and you're saying, oh my gosh, this is happening with my family. This is happening with my business. You're split apart. You're divided force, divorce, divided force. So, helped number one, mentality, mindset. I can do this. What's the next action step? Plan it out. A, B, C, D, like I did with my spinal surgery. Number two, health. Let's get clean in our mind. Let's get clean in our body so we could actually have enough energy. Number two is the faith in the family. Instilling, okay, I'm straight within myself. I have a strong foundation and faith in God. I'm giving back. I'm with my family. My family is getting attention for me when I'm with them, the presence. Okay, that allows me to move into my business now. Now in business, let's strategically plan out where we want to be. Okay, now let's reverse engineer where we are. Okay. Now for this person, we had to reverse engineer what types of jobs they wanted, what types of clients they wanted, what type of clients they didn't want, the type of people that were on their team. Were they actually good or were they drainers in that organization? Remove them. So we basically curated this whole entire ecosystem around this, who I call now this legend, and we were able to help bring everything together. And then the last thing that I was fortunate to do was hypnotize. So basically we created that whole entire ecosystem, the whole entire life. And then I went through the process of, okay, who is this? What do they believe? How do they act? How do they walk? What are the values? Okay. And went into hypnosis. Bam. Next thing you know, I drill that in deep down into them so that became them. Next thing you know, moving forward, family life improving, faith improving, health improving, business improving. That's a short story. So now, although it was about a year, maybe plus, of going through the quote unquote crap, now it's next year coming, the year after that coming, looking like explosive growth because we laid the seeds, we laid the foundations. I like to make this comparison for people, which I'll do it in two ways. Number one is the farmer, and number two is in construction. So number one is the farmer. The farmer, what do? They plow the ground. And this actually goes back to one of my mentors, Tim. They plow the ground, then they plant the seeds, then they have to water the seeds, then they wait for it to reap, and then once it reaps, they grow, harvest, they take in. So, for example, maybe you're just starting out. Maybe you're just starting out in business. Maybe you're just starting out and getting out of a tough time, like I was, like my surgery. Maybe you're getting out of an addiction. Maybe you're getting out of a divorce. You plow through the armor that you put on. Then you start to plant the seeds, like we did with who I was just talking about. We start to plant the seeds of what do we want our life to look like, making those connections, doing that hard work, getting those jobs, making those calls, whatever it might be. Then we start to water it. We continue to show up each day. Maybe it's to meetings, maybe it's to the gym, maybe it's sending a love letter to someone. Then it starts to grow. Next thing you know, we have this foundation. Now the crops are starting to grow out of the ground and we're starting to gain this momentum. Now we're able to reap. Now we're able to take. Now we're able to get that cash flow into our business to then invest in the charity. Now we're able to go into the gym. We have muscles. We're keeping that momentum. And it's the same thing. I'll end off with this. It's the same thing in construction. When you go to build a building, you got to excavate, break through the ground. Then you lay the proper foundations. If you don't have the proper foundations, you have a skyscraper, thing's going to collapse. It's going to fall. It's going to kill many people around. Lay the proper foundations. Then you bring in the concrete trucks, the steel, the rebar, okay? The planks, the wood. And each level, you have an engineer, you have an architect, you have them design it, you have them come in, make sure it's safe. Then you keep on building. How does that relate to life? That relates to life by, okay, number one, me, my energy, my faith in God. Number two is my family. Number three, maybe it's my health. Number four, it's my business. Then we keep on stacking. Then marriage, then kids. Then I want to go travel. Then I want to go have this. Then I want to have a vacation. And we keep on stacking upon each other.
Okay, brother. So, for our listeners who want to connect with you or want to get help from you, where can they go?
Go to zacdelmonaco.com, just my name.com. You could find basically everything that I have on there, all the podcasts for free value that I've been on. If you want to have me on your podcast, you want to have me on your stage, there's a link over there to get in contact with me. If you are interested in coaching and speaking with me or my team, achieve results that you want in your life, there's also a link over there to work with me. Go check that out. And then If you want to go look at also the content that I have, go on Instagram. That's my main channel right now. Just Zach Del Monaco, my name. You'll find me, my beautiful looking face, and my funny content sometimes. So I will crack you up. I will break you down and I will transform you. I'm telling you right now, you're going to have the best day. Oh, it's great content. But yeah, website and Instagram. And then I'll be launching a podcast and YouTube channel pretty soon. So stay connected.
Awesome, Zach. Thank you so much for joining us, and it was really fun chatting with you.
Thank you guys. Have an amazing day.
Yes, and we are looking forward to your podcast.
I can't wait, man. I'm going to have you on.
Yep, it'll be fun.